Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. 3 days left until the UEFA Champions League draw. We all remember Paris Saint Germain's group stage Champions League draw from last season. Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Bayern München, Stuttgart, Manchester City, Girona, PSV. It was a real, in RB Salzburg, really tough group stage. I think it was calculated to be the toughest Champions League run last season with this new format. And we're here to pick the 8 teams I want to face in the upcoming season. So, start with part 3, part 4, and then we'll go to part 2, part 1. Part 4, part 3, and I think part 2 as well isn't 100% decided. As you can see, Pafos, Celtic, Bodo Glimt, they still have to qualify, and I think the qualifier games are going to be played tomorrow and the day after, straight before the Champions League draw, obviously the Europa League draw, and the Conference League draw as well. From part 4, one team is really simple, Newcastle United. And I want the game to be played at St. James Park. I want Newcastle revenge. We've been annihilating every single Premier League team, apart from Chelsea. Newcastle is next up. Plus, I want revenge. 4-1 defeat, one of the biggest defeats, most embarrassing in the Champions League history for Paris Saint Germain. And then we couldn't even beat them at the back, where we absolutely cooked them. So Newcastle United from part 4, 100%. Give me them. No questions asked. Then, I think it's between Bilbao and Galatasaray. As you know, I always want the strongest teams. I want the biggest test for PSG. And I want interesting games. Yes, if you do get a Karabakh, I'm going to be happy for the stat pad session. But give me Newcastle. And give me Galatasaray. You know, Atletico Bilbao are very good. The guy, Nico Williams, who stayed, and a bunch of other good players. But give me Galatasaray. I'm liking the resurgence of the Turkish league. Galatasaray makes some big transfers. Fenerbahce as well. So, give me Galatasaray and Newcastle from part 4. Moving on to part 3. You got Tottenham. We could do a cheeky, not revenge, but beat them again. Maybe more comfortably this time. You got PSV, who obviously we played last season. Drew against them. So, maybe a cheeky revenge against them. Ajax, who we played, I believe, in 14-15. With Barcelona, the Champions League group stages as well. Napoli, we all remember Paris Saint Germain and Napoli being in the same group in 18-19. Two mouthful fixtures. Both ended in a draw, but it was really entertaining. Napoli obviously they didn't go through in that group stage. Sporting Lisbon, can't remember the last time we faced Sporting Lisbon, but Nuno Mendes, merci beaucoup Sporting. Olympiacos, remember we actually faced them in the 13-14 group stage. Slavia Prague, no. Bodo Glimt, no. Marseille, obviously we cannot face the French teams in the group stage right here. So part 3, I think it's less straightforward than part 4 in terms of who I want to face. I think the strongest team here is Napoli and Spurs. And I'm probably going to go for Napoli and Spurs. Give me Napoli and Spurs from part 3. I don't think the other ties are that interesting, apart from maybe PSV revenge from last season, if that's even exciting. So I'm going to go with Spurs and Napoli from part 3. Now, let's move on to what we're here for, the part 2, the part 1. I mean, we've already picked some strong teams in part 3 and 4. Newcastle, Galatasaray, Napoli, and Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, part 2. As you can see, Benfica and Club Brugge are not confirmed. They don't have that green check mark next to them. So, Arsenal, obviously, played them last season. Group stage once and semi-final twice. Obviously, I also played them in the 16-17 group stage. Leverkusen, we played them in the 13-14 knockout stages. Remember, Ibra cooked up versus the Atletico Madrid, who obviously facing the Club World Cup, slapping them up. We're facing the group stage where they got a narrow win. Benfica, we obviously played them in 22-23 group stage, and they actually topped the group ahead of Paris Saint Germain. Atalanta, we all remember Atalanta. Champions League quarterfinal 1920 season. Beautiful. Villarreal, no memories. Juventus obviously had them in the same group stage in 22-23. The one with Benfica. And Juventus got demoted to Europa League that season. Eintracht Frankfurt. Club Brugge. We've had them twice in the Champions League group stage in 1920, obviously. And in the 22-23 season. No, 21-22 with Leipzig and City. So, who do I want from part 2? Do I want Arsenal again? I would take Arsenal. I think they're the strongest side there in Pot 2, alongside Atletico Madrid. But I don't know, man. We faced Arsenal 3 times last season. If we get them in the knockout stages, we'll take it. But in the group stage, even Atletico Madrid faced them twice last season. I'm going to go for Bayer Leverkusen. Cheeky game. And Juventus. Another cheeky game. And now, let's move on to Pot 1. Who do we want from Pot 1? Paris Saint Germain. Can't play them. Real Madrid. Play them countless of times. 17-18. Knockout stages. 15-16. Group stages. 21-22. Knockout stages. And obviously, Club World Cup. Semi-final. Where we absolutely slapped Madrid up. Manchester City. Faced them group stage. 21-22. Faced them semi-final 2021. And played them 15-16 where they knocked us out in the quarterfinals. No, round of 6. Quarterfinals. Yeah, and they played Madrid in the semi that year. Bayern will obviously faced them twice last season. They beat us in the group stage 1-0 and we beat them in the Club World Cup 2-0. Very memorable game, probably the best game of the Club World Cup. Liverpool obviously faced them in the 18-19 group stage. They beat us once, we beat them once, and then obviously we knocked them out last season in the Champions League round of 16. Inter Milan slapped them up 5-0 in the final. Chelsea, no comment. Dortmund, again, no comment. Knocked us out in 23-24. And we played them twice in the group stage, 1 draw and 1 we won. And FC Barcelona, we obviously faced in 23-24, knocking them out in the quarterfinals. Who do we want from Part 1? I mean, we've played basically all these teams in Part 1. Either last season or if you add in the season before. Last season, we played all these teams apart from Dortmund and Barca. If you add in the season before, we played them all under Luis Enrique. So we're not going to get like a new game. There isn't a team where like, oh, we haven't faced them. But I think it's easy. I think it's Chelsea and Barca. Barca was obviously the team I wanted to face last season. We wanted that beautiful final. It would have been one of the best Champions League finals in recent memory. Barcelona versus Paris Saint Germain. Lucho versus Flick. The Ballon d'Or debates. Yamal, Rafinha, Dembele, Vitinha, Hakimi. Oh, yeah, that would have been such a mouth-watering game, but unfortunately Barca bottled it. Chelsea, I mean, it's quite obvious. I want revenge. They beat us 3-0. The biggest L in this club's history, the biggest L that I've witnessed as a Paris Saint Germain supporter. And I would love to get revenge back on Chelsea. Obviously, you're facing them in the group stage, so they beat us in the Club World Cup final. It's not really the same. So maybe I want to face Chelsea later on in the knockout stages where it will hurt them more. Obviously, Chelsea's first time back in the Champions League for like 3-4 seasons. Yeah, give me Chelsea, Barca. I would love a rematch versus Liverpool. I think Liverpool want to play a rematch versus us. Madrid, give me knockout stages so it hurts Mbappe more. Nah, I don't really care that much anymore. Yeah, I mean, maybe Liverpool. So Chelsea, Barca, maybe Liverpool. Dortmund, I don't care. But if we get them, I'll take revenge. Inter, no. 5-0 is too much, man. They maybe want revenge against us, but Bayern's cheeky. City, yeah, I'm going to take Barca, Chelsea from Part 1. If we get Liverpool, that's interesting. That finishes it off. So from Part 4, give me Newcastle and Galatasaray. From Part 3, give me Tottenham and Napoli. From Part 2, give me Leverkusen and Juventus. And from Part 1, give me FC Barcelona and Chelsea FC. Let me know in the comments down below whether you're a Paris Saint Germain supporter, Barca, Madrid, Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, wherever you support. Name me the 8 teams that you want your clubs to face in the UEFA Champions League this season. The draw will obviously take place on the 28th of August, I believe 18 p.m. Central European time. I will obviously be live for the draw. Hopefully, guys, have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.